Cool. Start.
Okay, so in the last video we showed you how to measure the right lengths of wire for the battery packs. Now we'll show you how to prepare the wires to solder them to the battery terminals. As you saw before, we cut one 36-centimeter length of wire that's going to connect the two battery packs together, and then we cut two 1-meter lengths of wire which are going to connect the other ends of the battery packs, positive and negative respectively, to the ROV. The first thing you want to do for really any wiring soldering job is tin the ends of the wires. So here I've stripped off about a centimeter or so of wire, of insulation from the wire on each end, and I'm going to tin them, which means I'm just going to put solder on the tips, which will make it easier to solder later. I have these helping hands which are really great, but you can kind of use anything you have laying around. To solder, I just put a little bit of solder on the tip. You actually are just putting solder on the tip to help transfer the heat into the metal wire here. So that allows it to get transfer. And now I'm heating up that wire, and I'm just going to place the solder on the other side of it, and eventually it'll get hot enough that I can just run my solder all over. And when I remove, you can see here it's a nice pinned tip that's covered with solder. It doesn't have to be a super neat job. You're just going to melt it onto the metal later, but that's kind of how it works. So now I'm going to do that with the other stripped bits of wire, so all of the exposed bits are tinned.
Cool.